Hello. Today, I'm going to be talking about the latest Mouth album by Neil Cicerega, titled Mouth Dreams, and I think it's the worst Mouth album out of all of them. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I still find it pretty good, but definitely not on the same level as the other three Mouth albums, because those were amazing, but this is still pretty good. My favorite track on the album was probably Cannibals. I know it sounds like a morbid track, but once you listen to it, it is very, very good. Um, Second favorite was probably it's a tie between Night Movin' because it's such a jam. I really like that track a lot. And Yahoo, amazing opening track. Third favorite is probably Amore, just because of how silly it is and also just weird and very very creepy it sounds at the end. It sounds pretty good. But yeah, there still are some stinkers on here. Like Limp Wicket wasn't great. A lot of people find it to be their favorite track on the album, and but I think they're just saying that ironically, even though it is an ironic track. But still, I think a lot of people were saying that ironically because it's not a great track. It's just alright. And I don't like Beethoven that much. I actually like Ain't a lot though. I feel like it's very hard to mix and figure out how to mix Say It Ain't So with Hall and the Mountain King. uh, yeah, it's very hard to mix that, and it's a very good track. But Beethoven, I didn't like that much. But I think both of those were a bonus track. I don't feel like they were actually like supposed to be like actual ending tracks. I think that the extra was supposed to be the ending track, but I don't know. Opinions can differ. And opinions on this album do differ. A lot of people find it to be the worst Mouth album, me included, but some people actually find it to be the best Mouth album, and some people find most of the songs just not good, and a lot of people find most of the songs to be alright, but some of them to be like bad, and some people think all the songs are good, and I'm in that camp where most of them sound pretty good, but some of them aren't that great. Um, but I think this is definitely the best album thematically. A lot of the other Mouth albums weren't really themed about the title of the album, but this one specifically is basically just entirely themed around dreaming and sleeping. It's very well themed, and especially the extra and the intro, it definitely relates to the title and sleeping. The entire album just relates to sleeping. It feels like a dream you would actually randomly come up with in your head, and it's very, very well themed. And I really like that about the album. And I really like that most of the tracks are like transcendental, if you know what I'm talking about, like very synth based, kind of synth wave and vaporwave. A lot of people like don't like vaporwave that much, but I kind of do. All right, I kind of do. And I just find it to be a pretty, pretty calming album, even though it's really not that calm. Especially Sponge Rock. Sponge Rock is just funny. I really like that. I really like that track a lot. It's just funny as fuck, to me at least. A lot of people find it to be kind of not funny, but I find it funny. All right, man. And this is just my opinion. A lot of people will probably disagree with my opinion, but I'm just throwing it out there. And Anthony Fantano gave it a four. Why was he that harsh? I understand the album wasn't that great, but I understand the album wasn't as good as the other. It's still a pretty good album, but a four, a fucking four, man. Come on, Jesus, that's way. I think that's way too harsh. I think that I'm gonna be giving this album a 7 out of 10. There are some stinkers on the album, but it makes up for it with Closer Flies as well. I need to talk about Closer Flies. Hold on, I'm replacing my second best with actually no, I'm gonna put it at my third favorite. Third favorite on the album was Closer Flies. Without a doubt. Just amazing. Amazing track. I completely forgot about it. I don't know how, but it is just a fucking track you can just jam to unironically. It's one of the. It feels like one of those tracks that came from a previous Mouth album, just without punchy in. Like, unironically amazing it is, and a lot of these tracks are unironically amazing, but a lot of them are ironically amazing as well. Uh, it's just a very good album, and that's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Again, still some stinkers on here, but it makes up for it with the a lot of the really good theming. It makes up for it with the really good theming and just good songs. which make up for the bad songs. So yeah, that's it. I know I didn't word that very well at the end, but that's it. That's my review on the album. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.